election, okay? First of all, Lincoln, you asked where in the world Lincoln is. It's way in the northwest corner of this district, kind of near Sacramento and Roseville. My wife and I, Kate, stand up if you can for just a second. This is my wife, Kate. She's also my campaign manager, so she's my double boss. I have to listen to her twice as hard, okay? We settled there in 2008 full-time. We bought our house there a few years earlier, and we love living there. I decided to run for Congress last year because although I love living here, I saw our country taking a wrong turn 2 years ago with the elections that we had for Congress. And we need to set the record straight. Look, it's great to be down here today in Sonora. Sonora is in the middle of this district, this congressional district. We go all the way down through Fresno County, and we go all the way up to Truckee and Lake Tahoe. It's a huge district, but it's the most beautiful district in the country. We have the gem of Sonora. We have Yosemite National Park, Kings Canyon National Park, Lake Tahoe, the whole Gold Rush country. And it is such a pleasure when we drive down here to Sonora to be driving through this wonderful scenery that we get to do. So I love being here. But everything, as you know, isn't really rosy, is it? We still have terrible unemployment in the country. I remember coming down here to Sonora and watching the film on poverty and hunger in Tuolumne County. That I'll never forget. That left a very strong impression on me of how many people are reliant on aid for food from food banks. We've got challenges of getting our economy going, extreme poverty. The new Appalachia is right here in the Sierra foothills. That's the reason that I'm running. It's not for me. I'm a retired person. I love retirement, but I can't sit by and watch as our people are suffering right now. And that's what we're running for. It doesn't have to be this way. That's the key. It doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to have rampant unemployment. That's just slowly getting better. We don't have to have no local jobs over here. That's a fault not of the Obama administration. It's a fault of Congress, and it's a fault particularly of people like Tom McClintock, who do not believe in bringing anything back to the local communities. Do we need things brought back over here to get jobs over here in this part of the country?
Yeah.
You bet we do.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I would do. I have a totally different vision for what we do in this district and what we do in this nation. McClintock's vision is one of austerity. Cut government, cut this arm, cut this arm, cut this leg, and by the time you finish, I don't know what you have left, but it's not effective for doing anything. My vision is that government working with industry can strengthen this country. I'm not looking back to the 20th century or to the 19th century. I think Tom even goes back to the 18th century. He likes to say that he stands with our founding fathers. Well, that's like having one foot in the cemetery. I stand for the future. I stand for where we're going to go to create the economy of the first half of the 21st century. And where that's going to come from is government programs working with industry to create the technologies and create the industries that are going to be important this century. Things like clean energy, things like new modes of transportation like electric automobiles, things like battery technologies. All of these things are not going to happen by themselves. They're going to happen with us all working together in government with private industry to make them happen. Closer to home, it means bringing high-speed internet to this district because so many people in this district don't have any access to anything other than dial-up services. And how do you run a business over here if all you have is a dial-up service? You can't. How do you teach your children? How do children do their schoolwork if they have no access to the internet? They can't. It's really important we bring these programs back home. And guess what? There's already money in the federal budget to do just that. It takes someone that's willing to go to Washington and bring those funds back home. And that's what I would do, and that's not what McClintock will do. So that's the choice that you have today. It means we can increase some jobs locally by taking good care of the natural resources that we have. Our national forests and our forest lands are a treasure, but they need maintenance. Because if we don't maintain our forests, you all know exactly what happens. Nature has a habit of taking care of the problem for us by having a fire. We don't want that to happen. That's not good for our forests. Making healthy forests involves clearing the underbrush in the forest. It involves thinning the forest, even harvesting some of the logs and perhaps selling those for lumber. We're doing this work in Amador and Calaveras counties to the north. We can do this work down here. In the process, create hundreds of jobs, make our forests healthier, reduce fire danger, and bring prosperity back over here at home. Those are the projects that I have in mind. Those will bring jobs back here at home, now, not years in the future, but now. That's what we need in Congress. Someone that's going to take care of our short-term needs and look out for the future of where we're going to go as a country. That's what I promise to do, and I hope that you will vote for me for the United States Congress. Election is just 2 weeks away, a little over 2 weeks away. If you haven't registered to vote, tomorrow is the deadline. People are taking registrations right there by the street. Please go over and register today, because tomorrow is the deadline for registering. The second important thing, get out and vote. You know, I love Democrats. I'm a member of the Democratic Party, which means that there's nothing organized about us, right? The one problem that we have is we don't always get out and vote. Dominic needs your vote. David needs your vote. I need your vote. President Obama needs the vote. Senator Feinstein needs our vote. And these propositions need your vote. Nothing's going to happen if you don't vote. Look, there's a saying. You're from Sonora. There's a saying right over there in the middle of this circle. I just read that while I was waiting over here. And what does it say? The worst crime of all is the failure to stand up in the face of wrongdoing. While there's wrongdoing going on in our government today, if we don't stand up and vote, that is the worst crime that can be committed. So please, I implore you, the most important thing, get out and vote. Vote for moderate candidates who are going to get things done. It's not going to take someone standing up on a high horse talking about constitutionalism to solve the problems of the 21st century. It's going to take someone who's willing to work with Democrats and Republicans together to attack taxation policy, to attack spending policies. That's the pledge that I make to you, is that I don't believe that I have all the best ideas, but I do believe that I am willing to work with all members in Congress to come up with the right solutions to this country. Whether those be Democrats or Republicans does not matter to me, as long as they're solutions that benefit the country and the people in this country. And I don't mean corporations, I mean people in this country. As long as they benefit the people, I am for it. And I'm willing to work with anyone in Congress that's fighting for the people in this country. So, are you with me? Are you going to vote? Are you going to vote? All right. Get out there and vote, and let's win this election this time. And let's bring some sanity back to the House of Representatives and to our communities. Thank you very much.